Hey guys, we're back. This time we're taking a look at Villainous Evil Comes Prepared. And this is a standalone or an expansion to the other Villainous games. Comes with 3 new villains that you can play in your games. Ratigan from the Great Mouse Detective, Scar from the Lion King, and Yzma from the Emperor's New Groove. And these can be played together with this box as a standalone game, like I said, or you can combine them with your other Villainous games to add more characters to your pool to choose from. Anyway, we're going to hop right in and take a look. First thing we have here is a scaled down version of the base rulebook, and it contains all the information that was in the original rulebook, all the same examples and everything, just cut down to size to fit in the box here. And they did a really good job, I think, with the rules, though it does make it easier to learn if you watch the video they recommend instead of reading everything yourself. There's a section on how to mix your games, little reference guide in the back, as well as an FAQ. So we have our new charts here. These are the same as all the others that have all the different abilities that you can do and what their terminology is. They don't say what they do. You have to look those up in the book, but you have the icon and the name so you can reference them. On the flip side, it has the objectives of the new villains that are included in this box and what they need to do to gain victory. We also get more villain guides, and these are unique to each character and tell you exactly how to play them and what their victory conditions are and how to best achieve those using what's available in your deck. And there's one of those for each of the new characters. Then we have our new player boards. We have one for Scar, one for Yzma. I'm not even sure if I'm saying her name right. I can't remember how it's pronounced anymore. And then one for Ratigan. And again, inside each of these is their different locations and the abilities they can do on each of those locations. With more quotes from the movie actually on the card. For this one, Ratigan's a little unique to all the others where they have their objectives written on the side here under their picture. His changes, and to represent that, he has this little token here. And it starts off on this side, the superior mind. And his objective is to start your turn with the robot queen at Buckingham Palace. If something happens and the robot queen is destroyed, he gets flipped over to this side, Ratigan the rat, and his objective changes to just defeat Basil. And this actually will go right here on his board in place of the image there, and then again flips over if those conditions are met. So it can change his objective halfway through the game if something were to happen. We have our character decks here. Again, the theme on the back fits to the character. This is Scar's. And for each character, you have their deck, which has all of your items, allies, and things that you're going to use to try to accomplish your mission, as well as a fate deck that your opponents are going to use to try to thwart your plans. And I'm going to say this in all the videos, but I wish they had gone with black on this instead of the tan. It makes it really hard to see sometimes. There we have Yzma's. And finally Ratigan's. Then we have our player tokens, and again, as cool as these are, like this is his whole bust with the cape on the back and everything, the quality on him is left lacking for something with a Disney tag on it. You can see a weird mark on there. This one's not so bad with the cracks, but mine does have a really bad scuffs on the back, like somebody was dragging it over sandpaper, and there's like a drip where the resin wasn't dry or something and it dripped down. They're kind of flexible too, so I'm not sure what they're made out of. But they serve their purpose. They're just, I would expect better quality out of something that Disney's slapping their name on. And we have Scars. I'd say Scar's probably the best looking one out of the whole bunch that I've seen. And even this has, yeah, bad mold line marks on one side. But the model itself, finally, I don't think this one has any of the big cracks that I've seen on all the others. And you have the fate token for when you're doing higher player count games, so that you have to attack different players each time. And a handful of power tokens. And again, these can be used to play this as a standalone game, or it can be added to the pile from your existing game to increase what you got available there. It does not come with a cauldron, so you have to use the one from the base game if you want to use those. And then we have our box here, same as the other ones. Insert serves its purpose for this box alone. You have a spot for each of your tokens, spot down here for the power tokens and things, and then a spot for each deck. The player boards fit in on top of that nicely. But if you own multiple games, you're probably going to want to combine them all into the base box and find some other storage solution for that. I'm not going to get into how you play the game. If you're interested in that, you can check out my Villainous, the Worst Takes It All video. And that one I kind of explain gameplay real quick in there. There's also plenty of videos on YouTube on how to actually play. They even advertise one right on the rulebook, so you can go check those out. As for this pack, I really love Emperor's New Groove, so I had fun playing Yzma. Actually won the first time I played her. Scar is pretty interesting, but can be difficult to win with. And I haven't yet had a chance to play Ratigan, but he's interesting. I love the way that his objective can change throughout the course of the game. Overall, though, it's 3 new characters that you can add to your Villainous games to add some more variety and change things up a little bit. It's a kind of game that really benefits from having a lot of characters to choose from, and Disney has a lot they can make to add on to the game too, so I'm looking forward to seeing more in the future. And I love the asymmetrical aspect of the game where each character plays completely different, so you're not only learning your character as you go, but you're paying attention to what your opponents are doing, trying to figure out their schemes that they have going on too, and it adds a whole new aspect and a lot of fun to the game to have new characters to have to do that with. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for my look at Disney Villainous Evil Comes Prepared. As always, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.